Are you someone who is guilty of overthinking themselves into the wrong answer? Of ignoring your gut instinct, your intuition, that gut feeling of, ugh, this isn't right for me? Or maybe you're stifling that gut feeling that maybe this is a big opportunity for me, but I'm comfortable where I'm at and I'm afraid of the uncertainty, so I'm just gonna stay where I'm at. I'm gonna be talking about gate 57 today, and all of that energy is in this gate. Whether you have gate 57 in your chart or not, we can all tap into this energy and understand how it works. It's very beautiful. It's located in the spleen center, and the spleen center is the oldest intuitive knowing center of what is right and healthy for our bodies in the moment. And I specifically say in the now moment because it has nothing to do with the future or the past. It knows what's best for your body right now. So the journey from the shadow to the gift to the city state is the shadow of unease. And I think we can all relate to this feeling of uncertainty. It's subtle. A lot of times you can't even put words to it. You can't explain to somebody why you feel that way. It's just a subtle, quiet kind of ick feeling. Or it's a subtle kind of, oh, this might be a good opportunity feeling. But if you have gate 57 in your chart, I don't. As you can see, it's white. But if you have gate 57 in your chart, it tells me that you have a fear of the future. And it's a fear of the future because of the uncertainty. And so where you're at right now might be comfortable. So you're going to stay where you're at. And you're not sure what tomorrow's going to bring, and you're scared to take that step of listening to your gut and trusting that you're going to be in the right place at the right time. If you have gate 57, maybe you have a hum of anxiety that goes on about the future. That's the shadow of 57 talking. Say hi to it, accept it, give it grace, because you know now that the flip side of having that gate 57 shadow is having that gate 57 gift. And that gift is intuition. It's almost clairvoyant. It's a subtle, quiet energy. So at first, if you're living so far a very conditioned life, or maybe you're very conditioned in the center, it might look like you're mostly in the shadow state of unease, of uncertainty. So you're staying where you're at and being comfortable. But all along, this gate is talking to you. The volume's just turned down. It's still there for you. It will still give you that gut ick feeling, or that gut ooh feeling of, this might be a good opportunity for me. The thing about it being in the spleen center, any gate in the spleen center has a deep knowing, an intuitive knowing what's healthy for your body. The trick is not second guessing it, because once you second guess it, it gets quieter. And then it gets messy because you're going into your brain and you're thinking about what your gut is telling you. You're not just trusting it. And if you try to explain why your gut is feeling that way to somebody, it also loses its potency, because the city state is clarity. I'm going to say the word constant, but we're not always going to be in a constant city state of this gate. Once you express the high vibration of clarity, of the city state of gate 57, you trust that your body is going to talk to you and you're going to listen to it. Going back to the shadow of unease, I want to tell you about the not self question of the spleen center. So if you have this undefined, you're going to ask yourself, am I holding on to something that no longer serves me? Maybe it's a relationship, a job, a friendship, a diet, a routine, a habit, whatever it is there something that you're holding on to that you no longer need to be holding on to? Maybe at one point it served you, but now it doesn't. Is it time to let go? If you're not letting go, why? Are you uncomfortable? Are you fearful of what's going to happen because of that? Keep asking yourself why, and that's going to help you unblock that block. And another thing about this gate is if you ignore that intuition of your gut telling you, no, this is not right for you, if you keep doing that, you're really going to start to feel disconnected with your sense of intuition. because you've turned down the volume on it when it's tried to talk to you before. So if you want to start integrating this gift back into your life, start listening to your body. And you can start with little things in life, like food you eat. If you are given the opportunity to eat a piece of pizza versus a piece of salmon and broccoli, what does your gut tell you is healthy for you in the moment? If you're presented with the opportunity to choose a different line of work, what's your gut telling you? Is it excited but maybe scared? Or is it telling you, no, it's not the one for me? Whatever it's telling you, tune into that. I'm not saying you have to go and make drastic decisions, but you might once you really start to build that muscle back and expressing the gift state more of intuition. Now you can look back at those times where you might have been driving home from work the same way you always drive home from work, but for some reason you just feel like taking a different way. And then you get home and maybe the next day you find out that there was a bad accident on that road. That would be that gift expression, knowing what's best for your body in the moment. Listen to those urges. Maybe another time you bump into a stranger and you can just tell that they're a good person, they're very trustworthy. Listen to that. Or maybe the contrary, you bump into a stranger, you've never met them, and you just get a feeling like they're gonna spill all the tea about anybody they've ever talked to. Trust that. See what happens when you start listening to your body cues. Again, the mind is a very confusing place. It's chaotic. It will come up with a million different scenarios. But once you start listening to your body, especially those with a defined spleen center, listen to your body. I love people with defined spleen centers. The thing is, though, about them is if they have a lot of fears that they are not facing, they're influencing those of us with undefined spleen centers. And I'm absorbing their fears and amplifying them. So as a defined spleen center, I want to say that you have almost a responsibility to start asking yourself why and digging deeper into those fears of what are you afraid of? Why are you afraid of it? What's going to happen, worst case scenario? Chances are the world will still turn, it will be okay, you will figure it out. And once you come to that realization, it's very freeing. And not only that, but it's freeing for us undefined spleen centers because it raises the vibe of all of us. If you face your fears, it helps other people face their fears. I would love for somebody to suggest the next gate video for me to do. If not, that's fine. I'll just keep picking from my chart.